share with you a particular reflection on this gospel and then offer some of my own reflections. First, reminder that the temple was the economic, political, and religious center of life for the people of Israel. It was seen as the very dwelling place of God on earth. It was the place where heaven and earth met, where the harmony between divinity and humanity was achieved, at least in principle. The prophets remind the nation constantly that the temple and its rituals have been perverted. Jesus quotes from the prophets in this account of today. One of the messianic expectations was that the Anointed One would purify the temple. This is exactly what Jesus is doing. He is the Messiah who is trying to turn the temple once more into a place of prayer. Keep this image of Jesus clearly in your mind as we take a further step. St. Paul said that our bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit. So the true dwelling place of God is now in the very bodies of the followers of Jesus. Bring this insight together with the image of Jesus cleansing the temple. You and I, your life, your body, yourself, and mine, are meant to be a temple where God is praised. Every aspect of your life is meant to be turned to the Lord, dedicated to Him. This, my reflection, also then helps us to understand a little bit why the church has always understood that the sins of the flesh are especially egregious, they are especially serious. Not because, again, the church is hung up. Not at all. It's because of this. Our bodies are temples. It's a desecration to use our bodies in ways other than the holy way in which God has designed them to be used. So this is not about rules and regulations and prudishness or anything of the sort. It's about holiness and a real reverence for what God has done and continues to do in us, in the dwelling places that He wants. And so it touches everything in our life. We can't, just say, well, I'll be faithful when I go to church. It's in everything, every day. Additionally, the church itself, of course, the tabernacle now, is a special reminder of this truth, of this fact. And so that's why churches have tended to be, Catholic churches, have tended to be almost like adoration chapels. I notice always the difference, and it always kind of puzzles me a little bit. What's the difference between the silence that is observed in that chapel and the silence that's observed here? One simple fact. If Jesus is exposed, somehow our attention is gotten. If He's not exposed, oh well, maybe He's here, maybe He's not. And we can kind of take leeway, if you will. I think Jesus might come in sometime and unrattle the tables of our conversations in church. Oh, they may be well-intended, they may even be caring about others, etc. But the question is, where's Jesus in that? Are we ignoring Him? Are we turning our backs to Him? And just kind of, for the moment, we're forgetting where we are? I'm afraid we do this. I do it sometimes. I think we are being called by this gospel in a very special way to remember, to honor, and to reverence God's presence, and in a way that makes Him the focus much more than ourselves. May the Lord continue to lead and guide us in this way to reverence the temples, again, that He has given to each of us.